Welcome to Youth Pitching at Entrepreneur Day 2020, co-organized by Junior Achievement Hong Kong and Young Founders School. The session will be conducted in English with our simultaneous interpretation services. 歡迎各位出席創業日2020嘅 Youth Pitching。呢個環節即將開始，並且將會以英語進行，不設即時傳譯服務。Many innovative business ideas stem from daily observations. Themed under Revive, Redefine, Youth Pitching at Eday encourages young entrepreneurs to develop groundbreaking solutions to match the changing life patterns under COVID-19, while helping businesses stay afloat in this difficult time. Youth entrepreneurs will present and pitch in front of our judges today. Today, we are honored to have invited 3 guests to be our judges. They are Ms. Natalie Chan, founder and CEO of Own Academy, Mr. Derek Quick, Managing Partner of Brave Soldiers Venture Capital, and Ms. Shirley Kwan, Project Manager of Charities of Jockey Club. We'll have 9 teams of young entrepreneurs pitching the business ideas today. Each team will have 3 minutes to do the pitching, followed by a 3-minute Q&A session by the judges. Without further ado, let's welcome Team 1 from the University of Hong Kong and the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. They will share their ideas on stimulating your interest in traditional handcraft via an online learning platform. Team 1, the stage is yours.
Hello, testing 1 2 3 1 2 3。
Testing。撳住嘢開始先 ，OK。
大家睇唔睇到個 share screen 啊？
Yes, you may
我
start
試一
now.
試 play 記版先啊。
Team
Okay.
1, you may start now.
OK。疫情、倒閉、惶恐，呢都係大家近排新聞常見嘅字眼。而我哋師傅教室希望藉住傳統工藝發放正能量，達至1自我增值，2排難解憂，3創造商機。究竟商機何在呢？喺呢個經濟唔景氣嘅時刻 ，online learning 應運而生。而我哋今日希望善用呢個市場趨勢，為啲飽受租金纏繞嘅傳統手工業另覓出路。傳統手工業處於一個危急存亡之秋，日漸式微之餘，面臨後繼無人、青黃不接等等嘅問題。而我哋喺度聚集咗一群致力推廣傳統工藝嘅師傅，亦有一班虛心求教嘅藝術愛好者。我哋志在建立一個現代化嘅教與學關係。學生想學，我哋提供划算嘅價錢，讓佢隨時隨地都可以學到感興趣嘅傳統手工藝。甚至建立一技所長，賺取可觀嘅收益。師傅想教，我哋提供網上教學嘅形式，讓佢賺取被動收入之餘，繼續可以弘揚傳統工藝、發放正能量嘅呢啲使命。講到我哋嘅 business model， 我哋圍繞緊可持續性同埋盈利能力兩方面。錢從何嚟呢？除咗課程收益之外，我哋仲會有廣告訂閱嘅收益，乃至係唔同機構嘅資金贊助。而為咗進一步提升收入，我哋除咗會推出期間限定優惠代碼之外，仲會有早鳥優惠。師傅 Classroom 嘅競爭力源於兩方面。第一，課程選項，我哋根據3月所做嘅市場調查，辨識咗 total 6個以下最受歡迎嘅傳統手工藝，並且作為我哋嘅主打課程。二，價格定位，我哋分3階段依次推出網上、混合同埋面授3種授課模式，而價格如下。講到銷售渠道，除咗大家平時日常會用嘅社交媒體之外，我哋更加會善用 SEO 做推廣。早於3月，我哋已經推出咗師傅 Classroom 嘅官方網站，而目前為止，我哋正喺度不斷完善緊學生同埋師傅兩方面嘅手機 App 界面。學生可以透過手機 App 挑選自己有興趣嘅手工藝課程，給予即時回饋之餘，更加可以競投同銷售自己感興趣嘅手工藝製品。而師傅咧就可以自主靈活咁樣安排每一日嘅上課日程，對於收入同埋教學人手一目了然。你可能會問，究竟我哋潛在市場有幾大呢？第一，我哋發掘到一群有心去推廣傳統手工藝嘅傳統手工業從業者，而佢哋為本港 GDP 帶嚟一定嘅貢獻。第二，市民大眾對於呢個範疇，除咗有持續嘅興趣之外，更加有相應嘅經濟能力可以負擔得起。第三，社會對於傳統工藝嘅保育意識日漸提高。而第四，作為傳統手工業愛好者嘅我哋，意識到佢手購材料同埋工藝方面嘅困難，感同身受。所以喺呢度，師傅 Classroom， 我哋希望照顧呢啲種種嘅市場需要。我哋嘅呢個 solution 可以帶嚟啲乜嘢嘅效果呢？ 經濟方面，除咗創造就業機會之外，我哋希望帶嚟結構性改革。社會方面，提升凝聚力，扶貧紓困；文化方面，達至文化多元化。喺呢度，我哋師傅教室為你創造快樂。多謝大家。
All right, thank you, Team 1. Thank you very much. Now we move on to the Q&A section. Judges, please. Judges, can you hear us? Can you unmute your mic so that we can
Hello，
hear you?
你好。我好中意你哋個 idea，因為我覺得係一個好需要去點樣 unlock 翻啲傳統嘅文化，點樣可以俾多啲學生有呢個咁樣嘅經驗啦。咁我想問下，其實呢個係學生，你會覺得學生係幾時嘅時候會有呢個機會去上堂？因為好多時學生係好注重即係考試啊、功課啊，咁好多學生可能冇呢個時間。咁其實你個諗法係佢哋會有邊啲時段可以咁樣去學一個學藝？因為有啲學藝其實係要用好多年嘅時間先至可以做到喎，做得好。
好，咁回應翻啱啱你提出嘅問題咧，其實我哋係照顧緊好多元化嘅學習需要嘅，咁唔單止係一啲中小學嘅學生啦，仲有啲 working adults 嘅，咁所以我哋啱啱提出嗰個經濟能力嘅部分咧，都係基於大部分感興趣嘅人咧係介乎20至40歲嘅，咁我哋主要就照顧緊呢4個需要啦，而你講到嘅 student eager to learn 咧，其實係包括咗 working adults 嘅，咁我哋由於係一個網上唔係佢有得用實時嘅方式去選擇啦，亦都有啲 pre-recorded 嘅，所以我哋就啱啱提出 passive income 呢個 point。所以基本上無論佢係世界各地唔同時區啊，佢哋中意午休嘅時間啊、放學嘅時間定係星期六日學習咧，都可以調適到佢哋自己嘅時間。
我想問咧，你呢個product 你呢個 service 係點樣做翻啲advertising 啊？
Well, we can hear you. Could you please unmute your mic? Sorry, is there any other representative from the team? Can I ask a question?
喂
Yes, we can hear you now. 1 minute
好，
left.
咁我哋咧就主要分 students 同 master 兩方面嘅 advertisement 啦。咁我哋如果係 student 方面嘅話咧，我哋主要都係靠網上嘅啲廣告啦，咁去招攬佢哋嘅。咁而 master 嘅話咧，我哋就會主要靠呢個 direct contact 啦，係啦。咁我哋就經過一堆篩選之後咧，就可以透過電話號碼啦或者 email 去通知佢哋咁樣咯。
So you have 30 seconds
Okay,
left.
thank you.
嗱，我有一條問題，我想問下你哋可唔可以解釋多少少關於你哋個 income source，即係話你頭先提過 sponsorship 啦，跟住另外教嗰啲師傅又可以賺錢，咁即係佢哋係 take a cut， 即係你哋 take a cut， 跟住俾翻啲係點樣啊？
聽唔到，講埋呢個。
唔好意思啊，聽唔聽到啊？啱啱我嘅隊友好似唔係收得好清楚。
All right, sorry
好
about
咁我
that.
想補充翻一點嘅，啱啱 Judges 你問到點樣可以做到市場推廣啦，咁我哋主要依賴兩方面嘅，第一咧就係我哋希望善用社交平台啦，因為我哋接觸嘅 working adults 咧，20至30歲嘅用家咧係特別中意用啱啱以上列咗出嚟嘅 YouTube 啊、Twitter、Facebook 嘅，咁我哋會善用呢啲渠道去接觸一啲較年輕嘅使用者啦。咁如果係 focus on 師傅嘅話咧，佢哋年紀較為大嘅，咁所以啱啱 Timmy 就提出我哋會用 direct contact 啦。本身咧就希望可以親身去佢哋店鋪去做我哋成個師傅 classroom 嘅介紹嘅。咁但係由於疫情嘅情況，我哋就轉咗比較多用電話嘅形式同佢哋溝通。咁但係我哋希望情況改善咗之後咧，可以有多啲 face to face 嘅接觸。咁呢個就係接觸用家同埋接觸師傅嘅兩大途徑。
All right, thank you, Team 1. Thank you, judges. So now let's welcome Team 2 from the University of Hong Kong. They will introduce their social platform that encourages the public to share health knowledge with peers while receiving health products information. Please welcome Team 2. Alright, Team 2, you may start now.
OK，大家好，我哋將會介紹一款以推廣健康為主嘅虛擬世界遊戲應用程式《健康物語》。設計理念嚟自喺疫情之下，希望有方法可以為市民建立長遠嘅健康生活習慣，嚟提高免疫力。同時參考遊戲熱潮動物森友會，希望喺社交距離之下都可以同親友保持互動，身心健康。亦都考慮到疫情擴散全球嘅關係，我哋希望遊戲嘅收益可以撥捐到唔同嘅醫療機構，長遠降低醫療負擔。而呢個遊戲透過數據嘅分析，為每個用家提供符合體質嘅建議。除咗結合健康意識同埋社交需要，更加希望可以提供可靠嘅平台購買營養品。因為疫情期間出現多次嘅恐慌式搶購，甚至乎有被騙嘅個案，所以亦都可以搜羅可靠嘅用品俾用家。而遊戲嘅玩法亦都好簡單易明，用家會成為虛擬世界嘅 BB， 要完成任務同埋同其他人互動，亦都只要將相關數據上傳，系統就會分析用家嘅身體狀況同埋提供建議。透過長期改善自身嘅健康，就可以令 BB 健康成長，從而得到獎勵。
咁好啦，有見及疫情嘅影響啦，大眾日日對健康嘅關注度一直都有提升嘅，所以我哋早設計嘅呢款遊戲啦，用幫助用家長期追蹤咗記錄佢哋嘅健康狀況，以及監督自己飲食習慣啦。玩家每日可以把三餐上傳到遊戲，以增加佢哋對自己飲食營養均衡嘅意識。此外 ，Apps 都有唔同嘅健康資訊同埋文章，用家可以學習到更加多健康管理嘅方法，同埋了解自身健康狀況，例如體質方面嘅問題。透過呢個 Apps， 希望讓用戶可以提高佢哋對健康嘅意識啦，同埋了解飲食對健康造成嘅影響。呢個就係遊戲嘅重點啦。
咁呢款遊戲健康物語咧，不單止提供咗健康嘅資訊俾各用戶啦，為咗增加遊戲嘅趣味性，我哋亦都設置咗社交互動。每一個玩家都會有自己嘅虛擬社交平台。操作模式就類似於現實生活中嘅 Instagram 一樣，佢哋可以分享自己嘅飲食清單。同時，我哋都設計咗公共空間，令各位健康寶寶能夠聚首一堂。玩家能夠透過文字聊天方式去互相鼓勵，從而希望佢哋可以持之以恆咁樣堅持健康飲食。我哋明白到是次嘅疫情令到香港人更加活躍於社交網上平台，故此希望透過社交互動環節，能夠有效咁擴大我哋嘅擴大我哋嘅客戶年齡層，令每一個香港人都接收到正確嘅健康資訊。
而我哋主要會有6種嘅收入來源，但礙於時間關係，我哋今日就會講3個啦。而第一個就係廣告，呢一個就係無論喺我哋嘅遊戲定係我哋嘅健康資訊文章入面，其實我哋都會加插一啲插入式廣告，但絕對唔係嗰啲好煩，要你得5秒先可以略過嗰啲啦。第二就係一啲嘅佣金回贈，即係我哋會俾一個 discount code 俾佢哋去返我哋指定嘅商戶度買嘢，而佢哋除咗可以得到折扣之外，我哋亦都可以賺取當中嘅差價。咁呢一個都係一個比較無本生利嘅一個賺錢方法，而長遠嘅發展係我哋希望可以收集到唔同用戶嘅健康習慣，透過知道佢哋每一日嘅飲食習慣同埋因此會有啲咩症狀之後，我哋希望呢一份資料對於賣俾醫院定係健康產品嘅開發商都係一個好寶貴嘅資料。最後我哋希望可以用到呢一筆資料去幫助我哋去了解翻唔同市場嘅需求，而去幫助我哋去調整翻唔同嘅資源同埋去。
Thank you, Team 2. Now we move on to the Q&A section. Judges, please.
大家好啊！我覺得呢個 idea 好好，我自己都好中意健康飲食嘅。咁congratulations 啦，佢寫到咁好嘅 proposal。我想問下咧，頭先最後尾個 idea 好 interesting 就係話大家用戶嘅資料啦，你哋想長期做翻研究或者俾翻一啲即係其他嘅廣告商。咁個data privacy 呢個 issue 你哋點處理啊？
我哋首先一定係會將，我哋一定係唔會去，即係我哋份資料如果真係要賣俾人嘅時候，我哋係絕對唔會去 disclose 任何關於佢哋會透露到佢哋個人身份嘅嘢，即係嗰啲 personal particular， 例如佢哋啲名啊，佢哋嘅其他住址嗰啲，我哋係唔會，即係你睇份資料，你係唔會知道佢究竟係邊一個。咁樣我相信呢一個會係一個可以確保到佢哋個人私隱唔會受到太大嘅干預，同埋我哋亦都會喺佢哋玩呢個 Apps 之前，我哋會要去好似唔同網站收集個人用戶資料嘅時候，都會要佢哋去 read 一啲嘅 contract， 就係我哋可能會利用你嘅 personal particular， 唔係我哋嘅即係你嘅健康習慣去作為一個我哋未來研究嘅資料。咁我相信喺呢一個 mutual agreement 上面，我哋都可以做到一個 ensure 到佢哋嘅 privacy 咯。
唔該晒，或者俾翻個意見啦，你可能都可以話翻俾佢聽，你 participate 咗呢個 research 咧之後，你哋嗰啲 results 都會 share 翻俾佢嘅咁樣咯。
都係，唔該晒。
咁你哋有冇仲Hello，我好中意你嘅 idea。咁想問下你哋仲有冇其他嘅譬如 partnerships 啊，係可以 develop，即係可以有一個唔同嘅賺錢渠道啦？
其實我哋可唔可以去翻 slide 9嗰度啊？唔該。其實我哋即係其實除咗我哋合作用戶呢一個，其實我哋未來想大搞嘅就係除咗可能，因為我哋遊戲可能透過你去參加你去食唔同有益嘅嘢，而去影翻相俾我哋係可以做到一個俾翻啲遊戲入面嘅點數俾你，去更加 enjoy 呢個遊戲啦。咁呢一個係我哋未來想擴展到去好多一啲有形食肆呢一啲度，即係可能例如我哋未來可能同 Chat 先合作之後，可能佢飲完一杯 Chat 先去影張相 send 翻俾我哋，咁我哋就會俾啲點數佢，又或者係佢未來去買一啲好有益嘅嘢，咁又可以攞翻啲點數。咁呢一個係未來我哋可以同更加多合作用戶去做嘅一樣嘢，但係未來都係希望主要係透過研發商品或者係唔同嘅廣告收益去賺取更加多嘅金錢。係咯，因為我
係，同埋我都想補充啦，我哋呢個遊戲咧，去到第二個階段，我哋可能會進行升級同埋改良啦。例如喺疫情過後嘅話，大家都可以出街嘅時候，我哋就可能會加入一啲，例如好似之前 Pokemon Go 嘅嗰啲熱潮一樣啦，有 AR 同埋一個 GPS 嘅記錄。咁例如用家去到一啲有形嘅食肆啦，或者佢哋 order 咗一啲相對健康嘅產品或者餐單嘅時候，可以做分享或者 share 嘅時候咧，咁樣佢哋亦都可以帶動到唔同嘅商戶一同參加。咁除咗商家有賺之餘咧，我哋都希望透過遊戲嘅升級，吸引啲用戶可以長期咁使用。咁長遠嚟講，我哋都係有效嘅心嘅。
Team 2. Thank you very much. Now let's welcome Team 3 from South Island School. They will talk about the Media Help app as a one-stop platform to alleviating mental health issues. Over to you, Team 3. All right, Team 3, you may start now.
Thank you. The coronavirus pandemic has been a challenging time for many. From worrying about the health of your family members to simply being at home for too long, I'm sure most of you have experienced a dip in your mental health, and we understand. So here's what we're going to go through today.
So with this in mind, we've identified 3 central problems. 1, help is scattered. On a survey we sent out with respondents from 12 countries, 52% of them stated that mental health resources weren't accessible. 2, it's difficult to seek help. 28% of our respondents considered but didn't seek professional support. Why? It's too expensive, time-consuming, and there's a societal stigma. 3, there's no clear-cut action plan. 44.9% of respondents don't know what to do when feeling anxious.
Presenting MetaHelp. MetaHelp provides all-in-one anxiety relief suggestions and hassle-free professional support at the push of a button. Users can first input data that generates a mood map, and when we detect negative trends, we encourage them to act immediately. Our action plan feature combines everything users need to alleviate anxiety on a single platform. And when in need, users can execute their action plan right away and even seek support from an in-app anonymous calling service with listening volunteers. And lastly, MetaHelp's user journey culminates with directly linking users with cheaper telemedicine consultations. We create a safe environment where people can seek support without stigma.
So here's a quick look at our prototype. You log in and you're immediately redirected to a page where you can build an action plan with your favorite stress-relieving activities. You then go through a questionnaire, which asks you how you're feeling. The summary page provides a monthly overview of your moods. Next on the navigation bar is the activity page, where you can choose from a range of games. Our data analysis algorithms will notify you when we detect a negative trend in your mood, prompting you to activate the action plan.
So let's say that your chosen activities are stretching and repeating positive affirmations. You can either click redo or done. You're then asked whether the plan has worked. If not, MetaHelp links you with listening volunteers where you can speak to someone anonymously at no cost. And if that doesn't work, you'll be given a questionnaire to understand your needs, and our system will link you to specialized therapists with their prices displayed, and that's MetaHelp.
So we can see that there's an increasing trend in the mobile internet users in Hong Kong, and 61% of Hong Kong adults currently suffer from poor mental well-being. This gives us a significant
price plans after you've complete your consultation. MetaHelp, on the other hand, we clearly lay out the price plan before you consult with your therapist. Our questionnaire also allows users to choose therapists based off suggestions. This allows the user to connect better based off personalized preferences like interests, beliefs, and backgrounds, so that the entire user experience, both during and after the use of the app, is smooth and
Thank you,
transparent.
judges and Team 3.
Yeah, and the thing about MetaHealth is we don't only stop at providing
Time's
you with...
up.
Oh,
sorry about that. Thank you very much. Well done. Now let's welcome Team 4 from West Island School. They'll share with us how its app recommends activities that help to improve mental health conditions. Now let's welcome Team 4. Hi, Team 4, you may start now. Can you share screen with us so we can see your presentation PowerPoint?
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, we still can't see your
Nicole?
PowerPoint. Sorry about that.
Hi.
Yep.
Okay. Can we start now?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Are we starting?
Yeah, Nicole, go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Nicole.
Hi, I'm Leanne.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And we're 3 students from West Island School.
And this is our app, Flame.
Make the most of yourself by fanning the tiny inner sparks of possibility into flames of achievement. This quote gave us the inspiration for our app, Flame.
A survey conducted by the Kaiser Family Foundation found that nearly half of Americans have said that the pandemic was having a negative effect on their mental health. According to Professor Paul Yip from Hong Kong, the city might be on the brink of surge in suicides because of the pandemic. As we explored more, we realized that mental health integrated into mobile apps have lacked the emotional support people needed and are not molded into their personal needs.
The survey was only in America. Imagine what the results would be if it was conducted everywhere in the world. Our solution is an app that improves people's mental health. The app has a personal feel because it asks the user how they feel in depth and has daily quotes to inspire them.
With journaling, we explore the idea of letting go of your worries and relate this back to our brand name, Flame.
Not only that, but Flame is also a self-reflective app. It promotes users to boost their confidence and growth through healthy habits created by the app. The app mainly mirrors human emotion and removes AI feels that other apps may have. As you can see in our prototype, the main activities that people can choose from are daily check-ins with questions, journaling and reflection, and setting daily targets.
How is the app relevant to COVID-19? Well, the app has resources that will be changed according to what problem we're dealing with at the moment. The app is easily accessible and can help people in ways no other mental health app has before. The TAM is 2 billion, the SAM is 7.5 million, and the SOM is 1.07 million. According to our research, the mental health apps market made a revenue of $587.9 million in 2018 and is expected to generate a revenue of $3,918.40 million by the end of 2027.
Stoic and 7 Cups are 2 mental health apps that are both free and have amazing reviews. Talkspace and BetterHelp are both therapy apps connecting you to a professional therapist for a certain price. On the left, we have the not-so-good reviewed apps, Stigma and Day One, both journaling apps. The app will cost 40 Hong Kong dollars in 2020.
Calculated our financials here.
And by the end of 2021, we will have earned an estimated amount of $5,872,500 HK dollars.
Our market categories, mental health and productivity apps. The audience we're aiming for is anyone above the age of 13. Here are some of our advertising tactics.
We are looking to advertise mostly online, as pandemic-wise, that is where most people will be. For TikTok and Instagram, we will have ads as well as creators promoting our app, whereas in the App Store, we will have in-app advertisements.
Based on our calculations, we will raise $133,000 at a pre-money valuation of $700,000. We are willing to give 18% of equity.
In the future, we plan to branch out to other places outside of Hong Kong.
Thank you, Team 4.
We want to add updates.
Thank you, Team 4. We have to stop now. Thank you. Now we move on to the Q&A section. Judges, please.
Yeah.
Hi, I have a question about branding. You have a very special app name called Flame. Is there any reason why you would choose that name? To me, I remember your video having that flame of fire burning a message. So would it actually convey more of a alert message than a comforting message? What do you think?
Well, yeah, we wanted the flame to be more like exploding and not exploding, but unleashing kind of the best version of yourselves, and that's our kind of inspiration into making this app. Because we find that in COVID-19, especially, people are not as productive or like their mental health might be affected, and therefore we named this flame because we wanted it to be kind of unleashing the better version of themselves.
It was also because we were inspired by that quote, and also
when you journal, right? We were like, oh, when you write down burning the flame is like letting go of your worries and your frustrations, and then kind of creating a new self.
I've got a question. It's a technical question. So if you want to just give me a more of a general explanation, that's fine. I can accept that. When it comes to the valuation of your company, you said it was a post-money valuation of 700,000. How did you come up with that number?
we came up with that number based on calculations like the cost of things and like salaries and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, but you had someone to help you come up with that number?
No, we did that by ourselves.
Okay.
We did our estimated guess.
Yeah, because I tried to do it in a Google Sheet.
That's fine. Thank you.
Hi, Leanne. Hi, Emily. Nice to see you again. We were just with each other this morning. 2 pitches in a day. Amazing job. Quick question. How do you incentivize the influencers to work with you?
Well, everyone has some mental health issues, whether it's just being sad one day or not being productive. So this app can help them with stuff like that.
But wouldn't they want to be, do you think people will be very comfortable to share these type of issues? Why do you think people will come?
Sorry. We kind of stated that we wanted it to be an anonymous app, and we wanted it to be so that they are more free, and according to some of our questions that we stated, according to current issues, for example, we want them to express their feelings and thoughts, and it would just journal down as daily routines.
Yeah. And as a celebrity, when you talk about issues like this, it also like boosts your reputation. Like people see you as someone who's like truthful, who's someone who's like will tell the truth and will like speak about these type of issues.
Thank
you. You just said the app is anonymous. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, of course, but like to boost the app's popularity.
Thank you.
But like within the app, like when you talk to others, it's completely anonymous.
Thank you, Team 4. Now let's welcome Team 5 from the Chinese University of Hong Kong and the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. They will introduce the concept of sharing meal boxes to reduce waste and achieve sustainability goals. Now Team 5, the stage is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well. Are you ready?
Thank you.
Yes, you may start now.
Yes. So we'll have a Cantonese presentation. Is it okay?
Sure, sure.
大家好啦，我係 Josephine。咁我會講解我哋組咧 Back Green 嘅呢一個商業概念。喺過去幾個月，有好多市民咧都會用到一啲網上同埋手機嘅外賣運送程式啦。咁但係咧，大家知唔知道原來喺2018年，香港咧係總共有每一日咧平均有210公噸嘅膠盒棄置量，而塑膠可以回收到嘅數量咧就只有當中嘅7%。可想而知喺過去幾個月疫情入邊情況係會嚴重幾多。 見到咁樣情況，我哋好希望咧可以有一間綠色外賣速遞公司，俾食客可以用自己一個可重用嘅食盒，就可以承載到多次嘅外賣，去改變傳統嘅外賣形式，去減低咧外賣所造成嘅塑料浪費。只需要準備一個可重用嘅膠盒，大家就可以食所有佢哋想食嘅嘢。我哋嘅目標客群咧，將會係現有嘅外賣程式使用者啦，一啲有意推動環保嘅餐廳，同埋現時有心喺日常生活入邊實行減廢嘅香港市民。接落嚟，我會講解下我哋嘅運作概念。首先，食客咧會喺我哋嘅手機程式度落單，之後佢哋咧會當外賣員去到佢哋屋企嘅時候咧，就交出佢哋自備嘅可重用食盒俾外賣員。之後，當外賣員去到餐廳嘅時候咧，佢就將廚師準備好嘅食物擺入去食客嘅可重用食盒入邊。最後咧，當外賣員將食盒同埋食物交翻俾食客嘅時候，呢個交易就完成。大家可以見到咧，同平常嘅速遞公司唔同咧，我哋係會有食客將個食盒交俾外賣公司嘅外賣員嘅一個程序嘅。呢度咧就係我哋所有一個應用程式界面嘅概念啦，都有一個俾食客去揀選自己心儀餐廳，同埋去監視住運送過程嘅一個界面。另外咧，我哋都會有一個俾食客影翻低佢哋自己食盒嘅界面。咁樣嘅話，餐廳同埋我哋公司都可以預算到嗰啲食物可唔可以擺入到佢哋自備嘅餐盒入邊。同埋我哋都會有一個賣食盒俾食客嘅一個功能啦，希望咧更加多人可以有自己嘅食盒嚟到去有呢個環保嘅外賣嘅習慣。我哋收入咧主要就會有中介運費咁樣，同埋食商品出售。我哋主要支出咧就會有運送員嘅工資，我哋嘅服務推廣同埋程式開發。下面咧就係我哋嘅發展計劃。頭一年咧，我哋希望可以同小型餐廳同埋環保機構合作去推廣我哋嘅服務。之後想同咧大型第二零售同大型合作，放大我哋嘅服務。最後咧就係開發。
Sorry, we have to stop here. Proceed to the Q&A section. Judges, please.
我問先下，你好各位，好中意有個 idea， 因為咧環保，我自己都一個環保人嘅。但係我自己有諗過咧，就係唔知你哋有冇問過一啲商店啊，佢肯唔肯幫你俾個盒佢用啊？點樣解決呢個 food hygiene 嘅問題啊？因為其實如果我哋諗緊 C19 啲人唔想出街食飯，或者係諗住 take away， 可能係因為個環境會乾淨啲，同埋係注意衞生。咁呢個第一樣嘢啦。咁另外就成個流程嘅話，咁個外賣嘅時間就會長咗好多嘅咯。你覺得有啲乜嘢係可以說服到啲 consumer 去等一個咁長嘅 take away 啊？
咁首先多謝你嘅問題啦。咁關於食盒嘅衞生問題嘅話，我哋本身會係諗住安排外送員本身去幫手，即係佢哋接飯盒嘅時候幫手去檢查嗰個食盒嘅衞生狀況，跟住之後先至會去送去合作嘅餐廳嗰度嘅啫。咁樣就可以確保到成件事嗰個衞生過程，即係譬如話唔會話送到過去先發覺個食盒有啲咩唔乾淨嘅情況而污染咗啲食物咁樣，係啦。咁我想同埋就係點樣去驅使到啲客戶去用我哋呢個程式嘅話，咁我諗最大嗰樣嘢就好似我哋啱啱所講，係我哋嘅目標客群本身就係嗰啲希望可以做到減廢呢一樣嘢嘅客群啦。咁樣我哋都相信佢會願意咁樣去俾多少少時間，而可以幫佢哋可以喺日常生活入邊減少到浪費啦，同埋其實本身都有一個咁樣自攜食盒嘅概念啦，但係好多人可能都唔會記得要將嗰個飯盒帶出街啊，或者係點樣，或者係唔清楚佢想去嗰間餐廳究竟提唔提供呢個幫佢裝盒嘅服務。咁而我哋呢個外送平台就會提供咗呢一個機會俾佢哋可以因為佢哋可能自身本身係自己屋企或者係公司，咁佢哋有個餐盒，咁樣就唔使擔心佢哋出到去買外賣而冇餐盒呢個問題啦。同埋利用我哋外送平台都可以令佢哋知道究竟邊一啲餐廳可以俾佢哋使用呢個自攜食盒嘅服務。
Any more questions from our judges?
你哋點樣賺錢呢？
咁賺錢方面咧，我睇翻數字嗰度，我哋嘅主要嘅收入咧係嚟自我哋嘅中介費咧，即係可能同餐廳合作嘅時候咧，就會收咗取一個中介費啦，咁就令佢哋可以喺我哋嘅平台度可以銷售佢哋嘅食品啦。咁另外同埋我哋賣嘅商品出售嘅時候都會抽取少少嘅類似佣金嘅，咁咧就呢啲就係我哋嘅主要嘅收入啦。
All right, thank you, Team 5. Thank you very much. Now let's welcome Team 6 from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. They will share with us how the mobile application can shape the future of private medical service model. Team 6, over to you. Team 6, you may start now.
What's the last time you caught a cold and visited a clinic or a hospital? Being sick is bad enough, especially during these uncommon times. People are even more resistant to stay in those places. So there's a need for a more efficient way to queue. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Fast Doctor, the digital solution for the troubled patients. In general, there are 4 types of patient consultation. For the first 2 types, walk-in queuing is the norm and waiting time is long. Within them, 70% happens in private hospitals and clinics. So that's what we are going to target. Having a closer look at the problem here, we can see that the lack of balance between demand and supply has led to long waiting time and low customer satisfaction. There are currently 2 major limitations of outpatient services to efficient queue management, which are the one-sided information flow and its nature as an experience good. Our platform, Fast Doctor, is here to enable patients and medical providers to improve the process through online registration. Now, Tiffany will talk about the app features.
Our first feature is the search and filter function. We aim to provide a personalized service to our users by offering them a list of private medical service supplies on the home page, where the default ranking is based on location, queue length, and ratings. It would be much more convenient for users to estimate their waiting time if they can immediately see the queue length on our app. Moving on to the feature of registration, users can directly queue up for private medical consultation on our app. They do not need to wait at the hospital or clinic physically so as to reduce the risk of being transmitted. A queue number and estimated waiting time will be shown so that our users can receive a more timely treatment upon arrival. Also, patients can choose to give brief details of the symptoms to speed up the consultation process. For patients, there is a lower switching cost and a better medical consultation experience. For medical service providers, they can promote their brand name and have a more efficient queue management. We plan to adopt both online and offline marketing. QR codes that direct patients to download page of our app will be printed on the posters and tickets to convert them into first-time users, while the rate and review system and online queuing function will attract users to continue using our app. With a passion to provide a more timely treatment to patients, let's join hands and redefine private medical consultation for the better.
Now, Team 6, have you finished your presentation?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Team 6.
Thank you.
Now we'll move on to the Q&A section. Judges, please.
How do you guys make money for your business here?
Thank you for your question. So we plan to make money by using a monthly subscription plan for all the medical service provider using our app. And for bigger medical service providers like the private hospitals, we may consider to give them some subsidy or some discount price so that we can attract them to join our app and we can enjoy from the larger customer base.
Okay, and then how do you verify your user registration data?
So the data we collected from our users is actually not a lot we just need the name or the phone number or the email address for the simple registration, and we won't collect data that's so too personal for them, because we don't need that information for their registration. They can just submit the more personal data to the medical service provider directly. So we won't be collecting too much information from them. It is easier for us to verify the users.
Thank you.
Thanks for this presentation. I think this is such an innovative idea, and I think it's really powerful. But what I want to know is, this is also a really big project. What do you foresee are your challenges, biggest challenge? What will be your first big challenge?
We know that this is not such a big project or something, but in fact, we actually plan to expand the app to the specialist outpatient service, like the occupational therapy or something like that, so that people can have more usage of our app. And for the risk that we may foresee in the future is that we list out 3 main risks that we may encounter in the future, like the market entry of other queuing apps is the highest threat to our app, because there are currently similar apps on the market doing similar services, but not to the medical service sector, but in like the F&B sector. So we believe that if they decided to enter the medical service sector also, then it would be a great threat to us. But how do we mitigate such a threat is that we aim to implement more personalized features, so that we can secure our customer base and let them to continue using our app.
Any more questions from our judges? If not, then
Maybe.
All right. Shirley, you have any question?
Final question. How are you going to reach out to your potential customers, both from the patients and perhaps also getting doctors on board? How?
So maybe for the users part, we will mainly focusing on a few marketing channels, such as using Google Ads or some poster or video ads at the clinics or at the private hospital, so that frequent visitors of these clinics will be aware of our app and maybe try it out on the next visit to the doctors or to the clinics. And for the other side, to the supply side, like the doctors, maybe we will just send them some promotion emails to let them know more about our app features. And we may also go physically to these clinics to ask for collaboration or ask them to like join our app, so that we can both enjoy the benefits of this app.
Thank you, Team 6. Now let's welcome Team 7 from City University of Hong Kong and the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. They will talk about their one-stop green products platform. Team 7, please. All right, team, you may start now.
Good afternoon. Our business idea is one-stop green product online purchasing platform.
Our vision is that everyone enjoy a healthy and green lifestyle in the most convenient way.
And because of the coronavirus, online purchasing platforms have been more and more popular and common. So we would like to combine the idea of green products together with online purchasing platform. Moreover, we believe that in the future, environmental issues are getting more serious. So we hope to raise the attention of people by encouraging them to consume more green products.
And our mission is to encourage Green Shop to apply Hong Kong Green Label. Hong Kong Green Label is a label for helping customers to identify eco-friendly products, and also being the customer first choice in online shopping by gathering and reselling a large variety of green and eco-friendly products.
So here is our prototype. In the first page, you will see some recommendations for you, and of course, you can use the search engine or filter function to look for certain types of portals, such as green label one as just mentioned. Also, you can use our smart chat AI chatbots, and it can analyze your customer behavior and make some predictions for you. What you need to do is just you enter your requirements for the portals or your preference, and let it to make some predictions for you to find the best portal for you.
After the video, let's just introduce our products. First type of our products is selling the handmade products, and the second type is organic and biodegradable products. Of course, we also sell reusable and recycled products. For the prices, we charge the original prices of the products, and also our prices is set on website.
For our promotion, we have major two ways. The first one is through our social media advertising, for example, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. The second one is through to make use of our cooperating NGOs network. And for our delivery of goods, the major way we will be using is the drop shipping method. We will receive orders from the customer, then we will send the shipment details to the wholesalers, and the wholesalers will directly ship the goods to the customers.
Based on our calculation, we will need around 2 years and 3 months to achieve break-even, and we estimated that we would sell around 5,000 units monthly on average. For our model, we took Alibaba of their early stage as a reference to our company, and we do some adjustments based on the income and population difference among mainland China and Hong Kong. And here is our revenue plan. We plan to have our major revenue from P4P and display marketing, and also commission. Okay, and we are C+G, and thank you all.
Thank you, Team 7. Now let's move on to the Q&A session. Judges, please.
I got one question. If you had to pick one thing that was unique about your business, what is the one unique selling point?
The one unique selling point of our business will be we encourage people to use green and organic products, because in the market nowadays, there is a lot of online shopping platform that offers not organic products. So our platform will be the first platform which offers organic products and fair trade products.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions from our judges?
Hi. Earlier from your presentation, you talked about the idea of having the green label. I think that's fantastic because that gives reference to quality or green products. I think that's a great idea. But I don't see throughout the presentation, how do you market that, and how do you establish that trust? If that is not established, perhaps it's just another label. How do you tackle that?
Because we know that Hong Kong green label might not be really common among a lot of producers or shops. So we hope that by using this platform, we can encourage the shops to apply for Hong Kong green label and try to make this label more common in Hong Kong.
I guess perhaps the question is, how do you make it more common? How do you convince and establish the credibility?
I think that we will encourage the shop that we cooperate with, like the NGO, to help them to meet the requirement of apply Hong Kong green label, and let more and more buyers to recognize Hong Kong green label and let them be standards of green products.
And also, I would like to make some amendment, because as we mentioned, we have several promotion ways, such as we will utilize the NGO network and also for the social media promotion. So that I think, especially for the youngsters, since they are big fans of internet, I'm sure that if we make use of this kind of promotion channel, the green label would be way more popular than the situation for now.
All right, thank you, Team 7. Thank you, judges. Now next, let's welcome Team 8 from City University of Hong Kong to share how the AI-based mobile application Let's Go can help when you're so frustrated about restaurant selection and reservation. Now let's welcome Team 8.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are team Let's Go, explore and enjoy with ease. Now, before going into the presentation, I would like to ask us some questions. Have you ever spent too much time searching for a good restaurant to go to for dinner? Or have you searched for bars with good drinks and good offers or happy hours, but ended up finding nothing? Or have you ever wanted to go to an event nearby, but couldn't find time to search or register for it? Now, these are the problems we face on a day-to-day basis, but we don't realize them most of the time. As university students, we spend a lot of time searching for the right activities to do on the weekends or finding the right place to go with friends. Now, for these problems, we developed a solution called Let's Go. Let's Go is an AI-based mobile application that suggests you with the perfect restaurants, bars, events with the best offers available online. Now, why do we care about this app? Because it saves time. Secondly, it saves money. And most importantly, it satisfies cravings not only of the food, but also of the activities that you've been wanted to go for a very long time with your friends and family. Now, let's discuss about the business model of this app. Now, we follow a very simple business model, that is you pay $0 while using every single feature of the app. Now it rises to the question, how does we make money? It is also very simple, which is businesses pay us to promote their businesses and show their offers to you at the right time and at the right place. I mentioned here right time and at the right place because I'll explain more in the coming slides. Now, these type of apps are they help well at the normal time when everyone are traveling, but how does it help during this time? The app suggests you with places that follow government rules and are 100% safe, so that you cannot worry about which places are safe or not. And on the back end, the app helps businesses sell faster with offers shown to more customers in real time. Now, at this particular time, more and more businesses are offering more offers to customers. In the case of large businesses, it is easy for them to advertise or promote their offers to more number of audience because they have money. But in small and medium businesses, they can't do that because they don't have money to advertise themselves. So I mentioned right time and the right place because whenever a customer of this app is in a street, it shows them automatically the nearby businesses offers so that they can buy anything or go to a restaurant which offers them right offers for that moment. We have validated our idea and are currently developing our MVP. If you want to know more, send an email to this email address. We are looking for investors and mentors to give us support to develop our final product of this app. We are team Let's Go, explore and enjoy with ease.
Thank you, Team 8.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now we move on to the Q&A section. Judges, please.
Thank you for your presentation. I just have one question. There seems to be a lot of competitors out there that have that cross into some similarities in what you're doing. So what is unique about your business that stands out from everybody else?
Okay. One thing unique is that it offers everything in one app itself. So you can look at it as, so OpenRice offers various reviews of food restaurants in Hong Kong, right? This app not only reviews which restaurants are good, but it also suggests people with the good restaurant depending on the weather and other factors at that particular moment. And it also suggests you with the events happening around you. So it's a combination of various different services in a single app.
Thank you.
So I can't help but ask, so this idea sounds great before COVID, but with COVID, how do you make this into a business?
So for the businesses, as I explained, more and more businesses are coming, giving more offers to sustain themselves and to stay in this pandemic. And for the customer side, I've taken a lot of surveys in the recent time to see if people are willing to use those offers and how many of them are aware of those offers. So what happens is that whenever we go for grocery shopping, we just go there without knowing that that place offers whether there are any offers available for that place or not. So not only in this time, but in general also, people always look for these kind of products to use in their daily life. So it's a normal process to get the customers on board.
Any more questions from our judges? All right. If not, then we'll move on to the next team. Thank you. Thank you, teammate. Thank you, judges.
Thank you,
Last but not least, now let's welcome Team 9 from LaSalle College to share the concept of automated toilet to reduce infection of transmissive diseases. Now let's welcome Team 9. Team, can you share screen with us so we can see your presentation PowerPoint?
We're sharing screen, sorry. Let me see. Here you go. Okay, can you see the screen clearly?
Yes, yes. You may start now.
Okay. So as we all know, the pandemic of COVID-19 is still going on, and we also from news reports that toilets were often one of the major places of outbreak. And it is also observed that in public toilets, people, especially women have to queue up for a pretty long time, which would also create a risk for spreading diseases. And it is very hard to perform social distancing as well. They also did the survey and found that in general, people are concerned about the hygiene of toilets, but find it rather time consuming to wash their hands in accordance with the golden rule of 20 seconds. So this is a survey. And that got us into thinking, how can you reduce the risk of transmission of infectious diseases in toilets without posing a hindrance to their lifestyle? So the idea came to us that we should set our own business featuring the sale of our very own automatic toilet and its components and further promote the concept of automatic toilets. So for our product, we plan to construct an automatic toilet based on a design entirely by our own. So this is the design of our product with our installed products. This is the design of toilet with our installed products. So as you can see here, we covered the basic components such as the lid, the soap dispensers, the taps, the flushing systems, and they are all automatic. So even without washing their hands, they would not bear the risk of exposure to pathogens through direct contact with toilets. And our automatic toilet does not only help to reduce the risk of the transmission of diseases, but also speed up the flow of people so that it helps save time for customers. Hence, keeping up with the fast-paced lifestyle of Hong Kong citizens. So, and we also plan to sell automatic components such as doors, taps, systems, and the like, so that our customers will have more options to choose from. So about the price, I think in view of the current income level of Hong Kongers, it is estimated that 80% of them will be able to afford our products. And about our promotional strategies, it will be through social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram. And we also like to contact reporters of technological magazines to promote our business ideas. And finally, our products will be sold in our exclusive shops, and we also like to distribute our products in densely populated districts, such as Yaoundé, as it is predicted their demand would be much higher due to the poor hygiene conditions. So topping the list for our target markets, as you can see here, would be local shopping malls due to their affordability. But to ensure that our business is more sustainable, we would gradually expand our scope of customers from malls, public hospitals, government departments, and eventually to individual households. And we expect the promotional expenses would be higher at first, as we have to emphasize on the importance of such situations before gradually as people grow more aware, hence maintain the flow of customers. Thank you.
Thank you, Team 9. Now we move on to the Q&A session. Judges, please.
Thank you for your presentation. There's a lot of competitors in this space. I'm sure you've seen with like toilets that you can get in Japan, and there are a lot of similar types of products that are coming from China. So when you come up with your pricing to determine how much you're going to sell your products for, did you try to do a competitor study to understand how your prices are compared to what already is in the marketplace?
Actually, we did some research and we found that most of the suppliers in Hong Kong only sell like automatic components. So we think this whole new automatic toilet, which is 100% automatic, which can entirely prevent direct contact, is a fresh idea. So I think this is like what makes us so that it is an advantage over our competitors. And we have set the pricing level to be like affordable for Hong Kong, for most of the Hong Kong citizens right here. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, following up on what Derek asked, because there are a lot of, my home has one too, but then when it comes to upgrading the toilets to automatic ones, then like how do you plan to, like, so that involves like the whole, is it just this toilet that you're implementing, or do you have to look into like the actual drainage system? Or, because I'm seeing that you're saying like Target offer to help them upgrade their toilets and automated ones, doors and flushing system. So what do you mean by flushing system?
We mean that, as you can see, like in shopping malls, they have sensors. They have touchless sensors that you just wave your hand over it, and you don't even need to touch anything. And I don't think we need to change the whole drainage system, because it actually works the same way. But it just what's different is the sensors. So you don't have to touch it, and the training system works in its usual way. And
what's the benefit for a mall to install these, other than that it helps their consumer? Like how much? Why would they pay for all this when it's like so much more money to just change the toilet system?
Because we think that in malls it would be a very big advantage for them to, like, maybe they could use this feature to attract more customers to go into the shopping malls or to visit their shopping malls, and because it is quite a fresh new idea, and it is 100% automatic. So in this situation, particularly in this pandemic, they would safety first, and they would be more secure when they are going toilets. So it would attract more people to their shopping mall. So I think they would just I think we could attract enough. It would be very much attractive to the mall developers in accepting our idea.
Thank you. Thank you, Team 9. Thank you, judges. So once again, thank you all teams for sharing with us the innovative ideas today. Now let's invite our judges to give us some overall comments for today's session. So as we are running ahead of schedule, so judges, please take your time to share with us any comments.
I think that the overall topic that all of the teams were assigned to look at in relation to COVID-19 really is a great exercise, because it kind of forces you to think about something in its most current state that's ongoing as we speak, and there still is no resolution or no timeline as to when this pandemic is coming under control. So I really appreciate the idea of using that as a topic in which to think about how to solve or how to improve the system that we have in place now. I like the idea of some students coming up with the ideas about how do you deal with stress, how do you measure that, and that's very easily done using the mobile, using your smartphone. But I also like the idea of what I call the hardware side of the business, which is what the last presentation was, where you're choosing something that is probably not as talked about as much in recent months in relation to toilets, which I think is also part of the equation, and trying to tackle that as an issue, I think is a very good exercise. So well done to all the teams.
Thank you, Derek. Any comments from Shirley, maybe? Shirley? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Riding on what Derek said, I find the theme really interesting, and it's been really mind-blowing to see all these topics coming up from this theme. We have covered mental illnesses, green topics, health issues, and online learning, and the last one regards to toilets. So all of these are super interesting. So well done, everyone. Perhaps a lot of them actually involves creating an app. And I'm just thinking I'm not sure if it could be a secret, but maybe when we refine the ideas, perhaps we could think about how we create that trust between your potential customers and yourself. And under the COVID situation, is it making connections? Is it also creating credibility? How do you differentiate your app from the rest of the others, and how do you communicate that purpose? Perhaps that would be a point for you to stand out from the rest of your competition. So.
Thank you, Shirley. Natalie, maybe you can hear from you as well.
Yeah, not to repeat the other two judges, I think one thing that I would like to really push everybody is to know that, entrepreneurship, yes, coming an idea is great, a pitch is great, but ultimately it's about execution. And I think there's a lot of amazing ideas that we've heard that is all about tackling a different part of what you care about. So I really want to encourage all of you to just keep pushing this idea and really implement it, because that's really a true entrepreneur, is to really actually take action towards the idea that you have. And I think a lot of that could really make a very positive impact in the society, and we all need some more mental health support. We all need to preserve our traditional craftsmanship. Yes, we definitely have to worry about hygiene going forward, and we're living in a new normal now. So keep going with this, because I think this is a great start, and I think there's a lot of really great ideas and potentials, and just keep working at it. You have us judges as your mentors, and there's so many more people out there that are willing to offer their suggestions and their thoughts, and just know that in entrepreneurship is all about execution. So I wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Thank you all judges for your valuable comments.
Thank you. Thanks, Shirley. Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Shirley.
You guys.
Once again, thank you all teams for presenting their creative ideas today. It has been a very exciting session. The awards will be announced after the event. Coming to the end of this session, please feel free to scan the QR code on the screen to send us your feedback. You may also click on the link below the event description to fill out the questionnaire. We hope you enjoy the event and take the most out of it for developing your entrepreneurial journey. Hope to see you again next year.